Before we get started with this episode, I'd like to clear up some rumors. I know a lot of you were worried about me last time, and you're right, because I'm fucked up.
Yes, I'm fucked up. I'm Lady Barrica Andrews.
I'm fine. I'm Ariel Italic.
I'm the shard of glass that almost killed David Arquette.
Ah! You're watching Nobodies Watching Wrestling.
I'm only stoned this week.
If it's just one event and no one dies, it's not a Survivor Series. Also, it just in general wasn't very good, so we're barely gonna talk about it, but we did watch NXT Takeover WarGames II, which is a lot of name, but it was a lot of event, and it was better. So the first match that we're going to talk about is Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte. I mean, where to begin? Begin at the beginning. You have backstory.
Do you know the backstory?
Becky's a badass, Charlotte, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, that's it.
I liked the handing out the rose at the Bachelor process of her picking who would be the one to fight for her.
Yeah.
As an audience member, this was what I wanted.
Yeah. Shin Charlotte. Psycho Crusher Charlotte.
Well, I think we all have Becky to thank because Becky said, think of me when you're kicking her ass, think of what I would do. And then Charlotte went off. And I think I have to admit that Charlotte might be a decent actress.
She really went
for it. And that, I'd love to see that.
She was giving me intensity in the eyes, and it wasn't the usual, like, I have a stomach problem face that a lot of wrestlers make when they think they're being emotional. It was like real, it wasn't Taco Bell acting, it was real acting.
Usually it's Taco Bell acting.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a very long conversation at the beginning of the episode, the match, about like how bad the braid was.
Oh, yeah.
But then we realized that the purpose of the braid was to become unfurled like a Miss Havisham dude.
Perfect. That hair by the end was perfection.
We're talking Charlotte's hair.
Charlotte's hair.
It's
Ronda, maybe they should do it a little bit looser for her.
Ronda had a Bjork do, but Ronda is not Bjork.
Though we also had a revelation, though Ronda's makeup didn't look good at the beginning, it works perfectly with a bloody mouth.
Perfect!
True.
Full Halloween face.
I really want to see Ronda in a swan dress now.
I still think overall we should take her further away from a Natalie Portman direction.
I would watch Natalie Portman versus Ronda Rousey, though.
Oh, that wouldn't be long.
The visuals that are happening in my head right now, I can't even explain to you.
I picture Ronda Rousey picking Natalie Portman up and throwing her straight up.
Into the sun.
And then she does not come back down.
Can she come down?
She's.
I don't want her to be in the sun. Natalie, are you okay?
Natalie Portman is fine.
She is so much money.
Ronda Rousey, by the end of this match, was not fine.
Proving my point, everyone looks better in blood.
Yeah, that X-well on her arm.
Oh,
bruises,
so good.
Cuts, welts, shapes, stigmata, outfits, facial expressions.
What just happened right now is when Axel Import gives you ass in a drag suicide.
You just kept going.
Just kept going and going. Ass. What do you think about kendo stick and drag queens?
Oh.
I think it would solve a lot of bullshit disputes that happen on Facebook.
You're just like go for the kendo
Meet me in the street. I have a kendo stick.
I'd have a lot more welts.
Yeah, me too. No, I probably wouldn't actually.
Yeah, no, people like you. I would have a lot of welts.
I think you'd go off.
No, I think...
Could you go full Charlotte?
I think you'd go off.
I don't think I'd do well with I think I'd look really stupid trying to hit someone with a kendo stick.
I couldn't picture it.
Just make sure you don't go for the patch. Make sure you really make it hurt.
All right, I'll try it.
I'll be your Paul Heyman.
Do we have more to say about this match?
It was probably one of the best women's matches I've ever seen.
Oh, just incredible. Both amazing wrestlers, both working as hard as they can, especially after how slow the entire rest of the pay-per-view was.
Not good before that.
It was filthy real quick. Just dirty, hard-hitting.
But there was it didn't like start off as like a hardcore match. There was like a whole
It was
wrestling
technically
match.
good.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. Like
Wasn't
Ronda
it?
was using all these counters I had never seen before in my life. And Ronda already has such a good sense of her character in that she's like, I know how to do the arm bar, so my whole strategy is just trying to counter everything into an arm bar. Like she's already thought about it. So
No,
she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, dirty was, didn't mean dirty as in like breaking the rules, but dirty as in it looked visceral.
Yeah.
It looked like they were going for it in a way that nobody else was.
It looked like they trusted each other.
Yeah,
to
it's
like
true.
just fucking go there.
And yeah, so then by the end, when Charlotte disqualified herself and just went like hulked out, it was brutal. It was great. I like felt so many feelings. I made so many noises. I feel really good about what happened, and I'm so proud of them both.
I'm really sad I didn't paint an X welt in my arm for this episode.
Daniel Bryan versus.
This is how it went. Baby carries, mayonnaise sweat, pinned him.
There was a dick kick in there.
I feel like, as much as I hate to say this, you are not giving Brock Lesnar enough credit.
He did something in this.
I hate myself for doing this, guys. But that summary does not allow for the fact that Brock Lesnar was in the ring for probably 3 times as long as I've ever seen him in a match before.
And he sold for Daniel Bryan. I kind of thought he would just no-sell Daniel Bryan the whole fucking time.
Oh, I was very worried for Daniel Bryan.
Sold him as a baby, like on the black market.
Oh God. I had many concerns about Daniel Bryan's teeny tiny little noggin. I just am so worried about his little vegan thin skull.
It's just, he's not getting enough iron in his diet.
He's gonna die. And if anyone's gonna kill him, it's Brock Lesnar, who is just the face of being close to death. This is not part of the thread, but are you doing like a Mankind cosplay right now?
Oh, sure.
Just checking. Anyway.
Whatever you believe about me is true.
The secret.
There was still Suplex City.
I was entertained.
If we grade on a curve, it was not as bad as it could have been.
Well, okay, so like the first 10 minutes where you're just like, oh, this is the standard Brock Lesnar bullshit match, you're like, okay, wow. But then it picked up.
I will say, I think whoever was writing and choreographing whatever like this was, they knew that our expectations were on the ground. They knew that the bar
And
was...
they played with it self-consciously.
They like went exactly where we thought they would go. And then did like that extended sort of like bonus lap where then we were all invested specifically because all of us, perhaps Brock included, knew that we expected this to be terrible.
Right, yeah.
So it is graded on a curve.
Sometimes you gotta suffer for art.
And mayonnaise. Quick shout out to why I look so good. It's because I'm wearing heels and faces, and True Amy Lou on Twitter went to my Amazon wishlist and bought me a wig. So thanks to everyone who gives me free shit.
She's a hooker now.
Now.
Sex work is real work.
It's true.
We are talking about NXT. I just had a bombshell dropped on me. I turned this on maybe 10 minutes late and somehow actually missed a whole match.
So Matt Riddle is a weird steroid caveman who likes marijuana, and he kicked Cassius Ohno in the face, and then the match was over.
He basically looks like every guy in Southern California, like south of Long Beach.
Cool.
That's
also,
it.
Cassius Ohno is like if Guy Fieri grew his hair out and started posing for romance novels.
Oh, I could see it.
Oh. What's the title of the book?
Oh no. Oh no, who's at my door? You go.
Oh.
No.
That's.
You go.
I was gonna say deep fried pussy, but that's not romantic.
And it has nothing to do with Cassius Ohno.
No, but I heard Guy
Oh,
Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Deep fried love. How about
Deep
that?
fried love! Oh.
Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler.
What did you think about
Whoa.
it?
Oh, I loved it. Are you kidding me? Though I will say, It reminded me of playing Kingdom Hearts when one of the Disney characters comes up against an actual bad-looking thing, and you're like, this is never gonna work. Goofy's gonna die. Like,
It was like that. That's such a good one.
Oh my god. Poor Shayna's back. She keeps having to hunch over in order to pick up Kairi. Like she's like gonna develop a hunch.
which will only make her scarier. She's like an old witch.
Oh my god, I love this match so much more now.
It was so good.
Really good. Usually,
what is with these UFC, right? MMA, whatever. And actually being good actresses and characters. Like, I'm actually scared of her. I'm actually scared she's gonna break Kairi, Sane in half.
Yeah, and Kairi's just resilient.
But then Kairi just like turns into a monster.
Yeah. And I watched that Gaia Girls documentary the other day about all those little Japanese ladies getting beat up for training. And Kairi, she's like a tough lady if she went through that shit.
yeah, she does look like she has a secret strength underneath her, like, I am a baby sailor exterior.
Yeah.
Also, I usually hate the exterior, like, ringside rigmarole where there's like 8 other people who shouldn't be there, and
you
there's
don't like that, do
one
you?
ref who can't see anything somehow. Sidebar, like, we just need to find a way to respect the refs because every story is the ref didn't see it. And I'm like, you know what? They're good at their jobs and you should stop it. But there's just like a million people out on the sides, and it was actually fun. When
It worked!
It usually doesn't work.
But it worked really well partially because everyone there was like doing what they were supposed to.
Yeah.
But also because Io Shirai is a graceful swan.
Oh my god. And
In denim.
oh, that was I love when they come in street clothes.
Yeah.
Like they literally were just
And it's
like watching
we were
the
just
match.
back there like chilling. Oh, our girl's in trouble.
It looks like they're at rehearsal still. Everyone should wear their jeans and Uggs to the match all the time. I loved it.
And I complain a lot about meaningless 6-lady tag matches, but I want to see that meaningless 6-lady tag match.
And maybe only that. Like
Forever.
we can cancel most of the main roster WWE and replace it with NXT ladies.
Yeah.
So, can I ask, Ronda Rousey is the one of the 4 horsewomen,
Yeah.
yes?
Those 3 are the other 3.
But she's a face, Shayna's a heel, yes? I don't...
What's your question?
That.
You know, they're...
I mean, those horses are clearly running on separate tracks right now.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even in the same space or the same shows. They're wild horses. They're gonna have to change the name.
Wow, horses. I choked on my spit. I actually did. That wasn't it.
You wanted to talk about X-Pac's dog.
Yeah, that puppy was so cute.
He
with
was
his little wonky
shivering.
eye. I live with a blind basset hound. Hi, Poppy. And that little pup. What is its name? How come that dog's name was
I'll
not up
Google
there?
it. I think I know. We could find this.
So I have a question. Is X-Pac like an algebra version of Tupac where you're not sure which Pac he is? So you have to solve for X?
That feels like a deep cut.
I hate you.
Algebra.
Lula!
Okay, we can start
That was
the match
marginally
now.
worth the wait. Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black.
That promo before with the handheld camera, just...
Oh my god.
Dark Johnny?
Yeah, are they... Dark Johnny, we like it. Where are we? Is this... I don't normally watch NXT, so you guys are going to be really excited for my responses today. Do they normally get that artsy?
I mean, is that art?
Quotes. Artsy.
I mean, in quotes, yes, that's what NXT does. It's like edgier and more serious and a little cooler. It's better.
And who was the girl, Nikki Cross, that was in the
Yeah.
room somewhere? What was she saying? She was like,
Yeah, do your Nikki Cross impression. I want to hear it.
did it. What'd she say? I can't do it right now.
Oh god.
I can't do it right now.
That went full Australian.
I know who did that. I know who did it. I know. I know.
It went Australian.
It went
again.
Australian again.
I know. I don't know. That's why we're here.
The point is, Nikki Cross knew who attacked Aleister Black. Before this, we did not know that it was Johnny Gargano.
But she did.
What? So Aleister Black is a dinosaur, judging by his entrance gear?
Yeah, what was that weird Koopa Troopa outfit?
That jacket was so good. There were horns just literally growing out of it.
It was very 90s Mario movie.
If you go back to the beginning of his entrance, he also has like a bit of a welt on his forehead. I was like, did he go get fucking horn implants for this?
He got a horn implant in his
Well, let's
pants.
not wash over that because that's a very important topic for this match.
Everyone, he had to double bag it. There were 2 pairs
Double
of trunks
bag.
just
And
to
it was at
hold
first
it
just
down.
like, it looked like he had like, you know when you, if you have a dick, you know when you like have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and you kind of tuck it up into your underwear?
I didn't have a narrative for his dick. I did notice its prominence.
It was
though.
quite noticeable.
I haven't finished the narrative.
Oh, Jesus, Mary and
Come
Joseph.
to me. Aleister Black.
I-
Oh, we're back, kids. We're back. This feels good.
Johnny Gargano, his heel turn came with like a lack of beard maintenance.
As heel turns often do.
Like,
I liked that his logo is throwing up now because I also am throwing up all the time.
that's your heel turn?
His whole gear was really cute. It went full Punisher.
Yeah.
It was fine.
It was cute.
Oh, that is what it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely Punisher.
You're
Why do
right.
I know that?
It's weird what information you retain,
I know.
because almost none of it sticks.
I'm like Jesus. Like, it's like before a certain time, we all know about it, or I know about it. There was this kind of moogly googly time in between where it's like, I don't know what was happening.
Jesus time.
And then we know what happened like afterwards. We know he was born, and then stuff happened, moogly googly. And then
All I know is that if I were Jesus, I'd be dead now. And that sounds nice. This was a good match.
Oh my god, it was so good.
Starts off kind of scrappy. I have to say, sitting down, maybe not a great offensive strategy.
It was like a taunt.
But yeah, they both do
It's like
some
when you press select in Street Fighter.
I was thinking that sitting down thing that he does is really, he gets to take a little bit of a rest 5 times a match.
That's what the holds are for.
Oh.
The best moment of this match for me is when
Everything.
Aleister Black does like a crazy flip out of the ring. He thinks onto Johnny Gargano. Then he looks up and he's like, where is Johnny Gargano? And Gargano has run all the way around the ring, back into the ring, and then himself jumps from the ring onto Aleister Black. And it was like a crazy like Inception moment where like you're like time and space bent.
2 speedy boys. It was also like, we were talking about this yesterday. Like WWE's pacing is like a quick sequence, then a rest, and then a quick sequence, and then a rest, and then it builds slowly until the final match. This match felt just like one long sequence with very few kind of punctuated rests in between. And those two were just trading back and forth the whole time, and it made it really dynamic.
They
and
worked
energetic.
really good, well together.
Yeah.
You know who can step aside is Finn Balor. Like Aleister Black, he's got that big old dick.
Oh, Finn, I'm sorry.
Like, sorry, best dick in the biz.
We both, well, now everybody knows that we're size queens.
I don't think there was any question.
I mean, truly dick, all types of dick, black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese dick.
Oh yeah.
But
Listen, if you guys
also dick.
if you've got a small dick, just bring a small dick friend. We'll take you 2 at a time. It's fine. Woo! So the next match is Tommaso Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream. And we all know that I love Velveteen Dream and would never say anything against him. And I think his costume could be better.
2 counterpoints. 1, eyes on the butt. 2, I learned from the internet that the reason Velveteen keeps doing these outfits is because it's supposed to be a play on Hulk Hogan, who was the person who told him that he would never make it anywhere when he was on Tough Enough.
Also, just his shirt said OVA. So
good.
yeah, OVA. OVA.
I still think you can make fun of Hulk Hogan while looking better than that. He looks fine. He looks fine. And like, you know, Tommaso Ciampa looks like Tom Hanks in the middle portion of Castaway. Speaking of eyes in the butt, they were trying to keep our eyes off his butt when his butt was fully revealed
There was a butt
at
reveal.
the show. If you follow the right people on Instagram Live, you got to see both cakes. Like, this is some great British Bake Off cakes.
Did Kim Joy make it?
Thank you for that, for the hard work that you did, Velveteen Dream, to make this our dream become a reality.
Just one question. Did Raul cry a little bit because it was so good?
Yeah.
He did. He was in the audience
He got
sobbing.
that Paul Hollywood handshake.
But we should talk
I love the
about...
crossover happening here.
Guys, look, this is synergy. We're really bringing the zeitgeist to you.
I want Paul Hollywood on NXT.
We're not talking about the match
Oh
anymore.
my god.
Oh my god. This match
So good!
is just great.
I have 3 notes.
Go on.
23 question mark exclamation point.
Yeah.
I almost puke at that string of saliva.
Oh, I have thoughts on that. So that choke out moment.
So good.
You know those like porn movies where the guy is like face fucking the bottom real hard, so he's making those like garbage disposal noises and the like raw egg whites are coming out of his mouth? Like,
Yeah.
Velveteen got that full moment with the choke out. And
Somebody
like,
sent me just like a meme of Velveteen in this like just like it looked like he was getting fucked from behind. Somebody's
Yeah.
gonna put that together.
I would like to be excluded from this narrative.
Do you watch porn?
No comment.
the announcer hit felt very real to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Ciampa
Poor
sort of like
Morrow.
went for him, and he like backed off in that way where like it didn't feel like an acting moment. It felt like he was genuinely worried that Ciampa was going to fuck with him and it wasn't planned. In the same way that I can't watch like The British Office because it's too uncomfortable, this just felt like an interpersonal discomfort that made me want to go into another room and see if there was a cat.
I have a secret piece of gossip that everyone's gonna have to put on their protect the business earmuffs if you don't want to believe in this. Ciampa on the internet really likes taking pictures of his family at Disneyland, and it really ruins the whole thing for me.
Oh, they let him into Disneyland?
He's just a pleasant dad.
Really? He just looks like an ogre person.
You know,
I could see him as a pleasant dad. He's got a cardigan. He's got like a gray folded over beanie, like because it's fall now.
And then he just takes him home to the doomsday bunker afterward. He looks like the kind of person who is preparing for an apocalypse that he thinks a person that looks like Velveteen Dream is causing.
oh,
He has a very like truther Republican end of the world vibe to him in the ring.
Ooh.
But I don't know him personally. You should assume that I don't know any of the wrestlers personally because I don't.
I really thought Velveteen was gonna win for a second.
It just seemed, I mean, the crowd was fucking with him.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
holy shit. I thought for sure he was gonna win because he just seemed like the fave. But that's, listen, we don't always get what we want.
He'll get it eventually. They would be foolish to not give him that title eventually.
He's gotta get it.
He's gotta get it.
Give it to him. Give it to him hard. Give it to him in the mouth till he
Okay.
chokes.
And
there's
alright.
spit coming out, and he's making garbage disposal noises. All right, the final match is, my notes say the Undisputed Era versus, I don't know, whoever. It doesn't seem like they had another real teams. They were like, just get some guys in a cage.
2 Vikings, a British guy, and a superhero from a bad comic.
Yeah, sure, that's the crossover
Wait,
everyone's
who
waiting
was the
for.
superhero from the bad comic?
Ricochet.
Oh, he's just a pretty little angel baby.
Love him.
He can do 9,000 flips from up high.
9,000 of anything he could do for you.
Yeah. So the sign of a great match is when you need a PowerPoint beforehand to tell you the rules.
So many rules. I felt like I was gonna get a test at the end.
Oh God, it was a work seminar just to get there.
Yeah.
The worst part is that the last point of the PowerPoint is like, by the way, the first 20 minutes of this match do not matter.
I did not realize that part of it until Pete Dunne finally got in there and Morrow was like, now we start. And I was like, what?
The rest of it was cocktail hour.
This was legit an hour long. They could have cut it to half an hour and had 2 more women's matches.
It was so fun though.
There's a lot of fun things, but it was also a lot of long things.
When you tell me that
Not
it doesn't
in the
count.
Aleister Black way.
Oh, when you tell me that it doesn't count, I like immediately zone out. Like, well, call me when the match starts.
I loved it because I love violence.
I was just intrigued with the cage.
The WarGames cage.
It's twice as big as the Grace Zabriskie cage.
Well, so because of its capacity and its lower tier status, it is not a movie actress. It is a TV actress.
Oh, girl.
No, it's Rue McClanahan.
Yeah, Rue McClanahan.
She's there. She's a willing hostess, and she is welcome to have many men in her boudoir. Big Daddy always said that it's more fun with a group.
Big Daddy. Oh my God. Do you think Blanche was abused by Big Daddy?
Whoa.
Whoa! Jane! Finally, everyone gets in there.
Yeah.
And then it was the kind of chaos that just felt like you know when you go on YouTube and you watch like a fight in a Burger King?
Yeah.
Like that's what this, like it was that chaotic.
Who's your favorite out of all of them?
So I want to say Ricochet because he is
Yeah,
both the tastiest and the flippiest, the two criteria on which wrestlers are judged. But then he climbed to the top, which the whole thing is that you shouldn't leave the cage.
You climb up there so you can do a flip off of it.
Yeah, you
but-
flip it off.
But then like, that doesn't help, It looks cool, but it's not smart. And also, two guys immediately like followed him up there to throw him off.
Wait a second. So your objection to doing flips in the wrestling match is that it doesn't make sense in a fight.
No,
Because let me stop you right there.
well, point taken.
Who's your favorite in the WarGames?
Hanson.
Oh, yeah.
Hanson. He gets extra flippy too.
A big old fat flippy.
A big old fat flippy. And this is not like, we're not fat shaming here, but he's a big dude and he was cartwheeling, he was flipping, and also just shoving his big fat ass into people's faces. Yes, dude.
He's the one who did the pinballing.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude, girl.
yeah,
Yeah, he was just like, I'm really channeling chartreuse right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. These bitches don't matter, you matter.
A key takeaway from us getting on this many tangents is that we could not follow the story of this match.
Yeah.
You know, I just want Pete Dunne to punch everyone in the face.
He got that option. He got that chance. But the whoever's ended up winning, right? Not the Undisputed Era?
Yeah, the everyone.
I feel like everyone. Undisputed Era is just a bunch of like male stars of stepdad porn.
I love stepdad porn.
Bobby Fish extra stepdad.
Extra
Like,
stepdad.
All four of them. If you go to Xhamster right now, type in stepdad.
Ricochet is the stepson's friend who ends up fucking the shit out of the stepdad.
God.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
In the here and now, no. But in like the overall of the world, yes.
Cool.
I like their Chrono Cross face paint.
Yeah, it's not face paint, it's extreme highlighter. They're just going for a real bold look, but everyone had great cheekbones on that team. That's why they won. Cheekbones.
Cheekbones!
Congratulations.
We came up with their name.
Oh,
Team Cheekbones!
wow. Why didn't you think of that? Well, that was a lot, but we got through it. Thanks for joining us. As usual, I am at Ariel Italic at all of the places, most especially Venmo. And there's that Amazon wish list link below. I could look better if you bought me things.
First person to send me $50 gets my unedited notes. I'm Lady Barrica Andrews.
I'm gonna Eternal Sunshine most of this night away.
I love that movie.
That actually might work. Do you think that they could tongue pop?
I can't tongue pop.
You just did it. Yeah.
That's barely.
No, you got
Adam,
it.
don't you need the visual confirmation of when the hands... You can't see the tongue pop.
No, she's very quick with it. This is the credit sequence now.
Oh my god.
That one was good.
And the white girl version.
That's the ASMR version. Oh god.
That's right out here.
Oh no. Did you feel it on the inside of your ear?
Yeah.